tutorial is going to show you how to create a favicon or a browser icon in Squarespace and how to create one for free using Canva. Hi, by the way, my name's Freya Padmore. I'm a website designer and I help business owners like you to create websites that save you time, make you money, and don't make you want to crawl in a hole every single time you have to send it to somebody. And if you want to receive tips and tutorials like this every week, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Okay, so you want to create a favicon for your Squarespace website. And first thing to note, what actually is a favicon? So when you look at your browser tabs on the top of your internet browser, you've got these little icons that pop up here. So you're probably familiar with the Canva icon, which is this little C in a blue circle. For my website, it's a green circle with a F inside of it. And the Squarespace's default favicon is a black square like this, so like a grey square, which is what your website will have when you set it up on Squarespace, unless you create a new favicon. So in order to create a favicon for free on Canva, you can go to Canva and create a new design with a custom size of 150 by 150 pixels. So this is the size that we need for our new website favicon. So now we've got a blank canvas, we can go ahead and start creating our favicon. One of the things that I like to do that's really easy is just to add a circle to the page, and you can do that by going to Elements and then Shapes, or you can just press C on your keyboard and a new circle will appear on the page. You can then make that fit the size of the canvas so that it's going to take up as much room as possible on your 150 by 150 square. You can then obviously set it to the color that you want. So let's say I wanted to have it in my branded blue color instead of green. And then you can add in something like a icon from your logo, or it could be the first initial of your name. But as you can see, your favicon is going to be really tiny on somebody's computer screen. So you don't want to have like your full logo in there because it's just not going to be legible. People won't be able to read it. So just having a singular letter or a little icon that represents your brand is a good alternative for a favicon for when you've got such small space. So what I will do is I'll go ahead and add a text box, and I will just add in a giant F. And if I make that size 100, oh, it might be a little bit too big. No, I'd say that's pretty good. So you can then change the color of the text to make it the size that you want. And once you're happy with what your favicon looks like, whether that's an icon or a letter, you can then go ahead and download your favicon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to share and then to download. And I personally like to add a transparent background. So if you have Canva Pro, then you've got access to this transparent background. And what that's going to mean is it's going to mean that my icon is going to be circle rather than have that white square around the outside. If you don't have Canva Pro, you might want to consider just having a square icon instead of the circle like I have gone for. But I'm going to download that as a PNG with a transparent background to my computer. So the next thing for me to do will be to head over to my Squarespace website, and then I'm going to click on settings in the bottom left corner, and then on your website settings, you're going to have favicon just here in the middle. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to upload my brand new favicon to my website. So obviously for me, I've already got a favicon on my website, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that when I move my head out of the way. So I'm going to remove my favicon, and then I'm going to add a new one. So I'm going to upload that file from my computer. Perfect. And then once that's finished uploading, all I'm going to do is hit save and you're done. That is your new favicon uploaded to your website. You'll notice it will take a little while for it to start showing up, just because sometimes when your browser has saved that icon, it like automatically adds it for you. But yeah, that is how you update your favicon. If you've got any questions, just give me a shout. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to like it and leave a comment if you've got any suggestions for a new one.